Welcome everyone in the another session of Theory of Machines. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the single slider crank mechanism. So let's start. So basically, what is single slider mechanism? It is just a modification of 4-bar chain mechanism which earlier we had studied. It consists of 3 turning pair and 1 sliding pair. As the name suggests, it's a single slider mechanism. So we will having 1 sliding pair and the remaining 3 pairs that will be turning pairs. So why it is used? It is used for converting a rotating motion into a reciprocating motion, or even vice versa could be true. Means we can convert reciprocating motion into rotary motion also, but most of the times it is used for converting the rotary motion into reciprocating motion. So what it consists of, let's see it in next slide. So here will be the 4 links, and 4 links will be connected in such a way that one of the pair will be sliding and the remaining 3 pairs that will be forming a turning pair. So as you can see in this diagram that the first link that should be always fixed, we consider it as fixed link. No matter from where you start, it must complete a chain, and the first link is the frame here. So that will be the fixed link. After that we are connecting this frame to a crank. So crank will be rotating. So there will be a relative motion between frame and the crank. Frame is basically a fixed structure, okay, that could be either cylinder also, that can be cylinder also, because on that structure only the whole setup will be installed. So that will work as a foundation, and then a rotating element that is called crank is connected to that, and there will be a turning pair between these 2 links. After that, this rotating motion is transferred to piston via connecting rod. Okay, so connecting rod will be the link between the crank and the piston. So connecting rod and crank both will be relatively forming a turning pair between them. Then the connecting rod is further extended to the piston and piston rod. So there will be again a turning pair. Connecting rod and piston rod will be having a turning pair. And finally, the piston is connected to the cylinder. Cylinder is a fixed link, as I told you earlier. So cylinder is the fixed link and piston will be sliding inside it. So there will be a sliding pair. Now this pair is mostly used in engines, as we observe that engines convert the reciprocating motion into the rotary motion. So you have to understand this in the reverse direction. So let's see how this mechanism works. So in this video we will be understanding about how this pair is formed and how it works. So here you can see a AB line which is representing our frame, or we can say our fixed link. So fixed link is always shown by the slashed lines. So here we are showing you the first link, which is the fixed link. On this fixed link we are installing a part called crank, and this crank will be rotating. Okay, so crank will rotate around the fixed link and it will form a turning pair at point A. Okay, so A point denotes the turning pair. Now we are extending this CB that will be acting as a connecting rod. So CB is the connecting rod which converts or transfers the motion of crank to the piston, and then further B is extended. So here we can also see C point forms a turning pair, and then B point, which is the connection point between the link 2 and the last link, that is the piston rod, and it will also form a turning pair over there. And we can see here the black object, that is the piston, which is sliding inside the cylinder, and that will be forming a sliding pair. Okay, so the green one is the crank, that will be causing rotating pair or turning pair, then connecting rod that is connected to the crank, that is also a turning pair, and then piston and connecting rod, that is also a turning pair, and piston and the cylinder, or we can say it as a frame of the engine, those are the sliding pairs. Okay, so hopefully the single slider mechanism, you will be having no doubts about it and it will be cleared in your mind.
Now here are some important questions from the above topic. You can try out these by clicking on the Google link given below in the description. Thank you for watching the video.